Hello guys, welcome again. Myself MD Tariq Anwar. I am working as an assistant professor in mechanical engineering department at St Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic that is theories of failure. So, from subject point of view, there will be three theories of failure are reported. I'll discuss each and every theories of failure in detail. So, this is the material science subject. I am covering on Mises theory, Tresca theory, maximum normal stress theory in this video lecture series. So, first of all, we will discuss static failure theories. Already explained in the last video lecture series, that is different types of fracture mechanism. So, here I am discussing accepted failure theories that apply to ductile materials. Already explained. Failure will be ductile, failure may be brittle. So, accepted failure theories that apply to ductile materials is known as total strain energy theory. This is the failure theory name. That is, first one is total strain energy theory. Next one is distortion energy theory. Third one is pure shear stress theory. Fourth one is maximum shear stress theory. And fifth and last one is maximum normal stress theory, that is used for limited application, or you can say maximum normal stress theory का application क्या है, limited है. So these are the theories of failure for ductile materials. Now we will discuss, or we will read, that is accepted failure theories that apply to brittle materials. That is maximum normal stress theory. It can be used for even materials. Maximum normal stress theory also used for uneven material. And Coulomb Moore theory. And last one is modified Moore theory. These are the theories which are used for brittle materials. So I will discuss first here, that is maximum normal stress theory. Maximum normal stress theory, credited to the English scientist and educator W.J.M. Rankine. Clear? 1802 to 1872 life span is. So this is also known as Rankine theory or Rankine theory. So this is the theory, the maximum normal stress theory. See here, this theory predicts that the failure of machine component subjected to complex loading occurs if the maximum normal principal stress tends to exceed the uniaxial tensile yield in case of ductile material, or the ultimate tensile strength, that is in case of brittle material. Clear? यह क्या प्रेडिक्ट करता है, द फेलियर ऑफ मशीन कंपोनेंट सब्जेक्टेड टू कॉम्प्लेक्स लोडिंग occurs if the maximum normal principal stress tends to exceeds the uniaxial tensile yield in case of ductile material, or the ultimate tensile strength in case of brittle material, providing a square failure boundary with Sy as the principal stress for ductile material. Sorry. So means that, or you can say note point, it is not a safe theory for ductile material. Generally, this theory is not suitable for ductile material. See this diagram, that is exercise, draw failure envelope for two-dimension case. For two-dimension case means compressive stress भी लग रहा है और टेंसाइल भी लग रहा है. So see this diagram, this is the Moore circle, that is, see this diagram on the right hand side, or you can say right circle, that is uniaxial tension. Uniaxial tension, in case of uniaxial tension क्या होगा, SUT, ultimate tensile strength, maximum value of that is plus sigma. And in case of uniaxial compression means compression, तो हम मोर सर्कल कैसे ड्रॉ करते हैं, एक वर्टिकल लाइन एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन ड्रॉ करते हैं, तो जहाँ पे कट होगा वो क्या 0 पॉइंट देगा. तो यहाँ आई हैव शोन हेयर 0 पॉइंट, दैट इज़ राइट ऑफ द ज़ीरो इज़ पॉजिटिव एंड left of the zero is negative, that is compressive. Tensile will be positive and compressive will be negative. So uniaxial compression का वैल्यू क्या ज़्यादा है इसलिए लार्ज सर्कल बना, यूनिएक्सियल टेंशन का वैल्यू कम है मतलब टेंसाइल लोड कम है इसलिए स्मॉलर सर्कल बना. तो प्रिंसिपल मोर सर्कल मस्ट लाई विद इन दीज बाउंड्स टू अवॉइड फेल्यूर. तो प्रिंसिपल मोर सर्कल जो बनेगा वो इस रेंज के जो डैश लाइन से मैंने बनाया उस रेंज के अंदर ही बनेगा. दो यूनिएक्सियल टेंसाइल स्ट्रेस होगा, यूनिएक्सियल कंप्रेसिव स्ट्रेस होगा. सो हियर ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन्ड, प्रोवाइडिंग ए स्क्वायर फेल्योर बाउंड्री विद SY एज द प्रिंसिपल स्ट्रेस फॉर डक्टाइल मटेरियल्स. सो सी दिस डायग्राम अगेन हियर फॉर बाईएक्सियल स्ट्रेस दैट इज सिग्मा 3 इज इक्वल टू 0. देयर आर 3 stresses, sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3 in case of triaxial stress. So in this case see this a square shape that is SUT from 0 to SUT tensile, and in the above direction or you can say in the upward direction SUT that is sigma 2 and SUC and SUC on the left hand side or from 0 to left and from 0 to downward direction. Here for biaxial stresses that is sigma 3 is equal to 0 and sigma 1 and sigma 2 must plot within this area to avoid failure. So हम जब प्लॉट करेंगे तो इसी के अंदर लाई करना चाहिए. अगर इसके ज़्यादा अगर होगा तो मतलब फेल हो जाएगा, इसके अंदर होगा तो फेल्योर नहीं होगा. क्लियर. Now we will discuss maximum normal stress theory that let sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3 are the principal stresses at the critical point in the component due to applied loading, and let sigma 1 greater than sigma 2 greater than sigma 3. Then failure occurs when sigma 1 greater than equal to SYT or sigma 1 greater than equal to SUT. यही होगा, या तो अल्टीमेट टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ और यील्ड टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ से सिग्मा 1 का वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगा तभी फेल होगा. क्लियर. If you want to include uncertainty of data available and loads acting on the component, that is factor of safety, then to avoid failure we have to introduce factor of safety term, that is sigma 1 is equal to SYT upon FS और sigma 1 is equal to SU2 upon FS. So हम factor of safety यूज़ करके sigma 1 का वैल्यू निकालेंगे किस टाइप से कितना फेल होगा या नहीं होगा. सो यू हैव टू, यू वांट टू इंक्लूड अनसर्टेनिटी मीन्स दैट हम 10 किलो के लिए डिज़ाइन कर रहे हैं और उसमें 20 किलो का लोड आ गया. 10 न्यूटन के लिए डिज़ाइन कर रहे हैं, 20 न्यूटन का 20 किलो न्यूटन का लोड आ गया. तो हम क्या करेंगे, फैक्टर ऑफ सेफ्टी कंसीडर करके चलेंगे. दिस इज़ नोन एज फैक्टर ऑफ सेफ्टी टू अवॉइड फेल्योर. दिस इज़ द फार्मूला इंक्लूडिंग फैक्टर ऑफ सेफ्टी. Now we will discuss maximum shear stress theory. The oldest failure theory originally proposed by the great French scientist C.A. Coulomb 1736 to 1806. Tresca modified it in 1864 and J.J. Guest, दो साइंटिस्ट हैं जिन्होंने इसको मॉडिफाई किया. Validated by experiment around 900 centuries. Clear? For these reasons, the maximum shear stress theory or MSST, in short form क्या लिख सकते हैं, MSST, maximum shear stress theory, is sometimes called the Tresca-Guest theory. Tresca scientist name, Guest is scientist name. So it is also known as, that is maximum shear stress theory is also known as Tresca-Guest theory. So maximum shear stress theory, what is this? This theory states that the material subjected to any combination of loads will fail by yielding or fracturing whenever the maximum shear stress exceeds the shear strength, yield or ultimate of the material. Shear strength at yield, shear strength or of ultimate strength. Shear strength in turn is usually assumed to be determined from the standard uniaxial tension test. हम ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन इन द लास्ट वीडियो लेक्चर सीरीज हम कंबाइंड को नहीं लेके चलते हैं, हम कब करते हैं यूनिएक्सियल टेंशन टेस्ट से ही किसी भी फेलियर को जज करते हैं. सो द shear strength in turn is usually assumed to be determined from the standard uniaxial tension test. Here I have given exercise draw hexagonal failure envelope for 2 dimension केस. 2 dimension के केस में हमको ड्रॉ करना है. सो यहाँ पे क्या है, सीधा लेफ्ट डायग्राम दैट इज मोर सर्कल यूनिएक्सियल टेंशन. यूनिएक्सियल टेंशन में क्या होगा, SYT होगा, एक ही टेंशन लग रहा है एक ही साइड, कॉम्प्रेसिव नहीं लग रहा है, सिर्फ टेंशन लग रहा है. सो यूनिएक्सियल टेंशन, तो देयर विल बी SYT और यू कैन से सिग्मा. ड्रॉ मोर सर्कल बाय डिवाइडिंग द दिस वैल्यू and draw a circle. So principal Mohr circle must lie within these bonds to avoid failure. Then you have to draw envelope. So y-axial stresses, that is sigma 3 is equal to 0. In this case sigma 1 and sigma 2 must plot within this area to avoid failure. So SYT here in this diagram is equal to in this direction, that is, or you can say sigma 1, and SYT that is sigma 2, or you can say tau. So tau value is same as that of SYT value. Clear? So this is the envelope in case of 2 dimension. Now we will discuss another point of this theory, that is static failure theory in case of ductile materials. Maximum shear stress theory. This theory states that the failure occurs when SYS is equal to 0.5 SY. SYT क्या था, मोर सर्कल देखा आपने, मोर सर्कल में SYT क्या था, पूरा डायमीटर. SYS कितना होगा, उसका हाफ होगा. सो SYS इज इक्वल टू 0.5 SYT और इन शॉर्ट SY. तो फेलियर अकर्स when maximum shear stress exceeds the shear stresses as yield in pure tension. So this see this diagram again, that is here in x direction sigma 1 sigma 2 on the origin, that is 0. Tau 13 or tau 31 will be same in the upward direction or in the downward direction. And so this is the Mohr circle in case of pure tension. जब प्योर टेंशन लगेगा तो उस केस का जो मोर सर्कल बनेगा वो इस टाइप से बनेगा 0 to sigma 1. So we know that tau max less than equal to SYS. So we can write SF as equal to SYS upon tau max. Clear? Or you can say shear force. So static failure theory is ductile material maximum shear stress theory diagram providing a hexagonal failure envelope that is more conservative than a distortion energy theory. I'll discuss distortion energy. Before that, providing a hexagonal failure envelope that is more conservative than the distortion energy theory. So see this diagram. Here sigma 1, sigma 3 and value is given stress upon SY and stress upon SY on the x-axis, on the y-axis. So sigma 2 assumed to be 0. Already explained. Sigma 2 in this case क्या होगा, 0 होगा. For pure tension, SYS should be equal to 0.5 SY. So CD value give you the data that is SYS is equal to 0.5 SY. Now this is the figure, that is 2D shear stress theory hexagonal inscribed within the distortion energy ellipse, which is elliptical in shape. Now maximum shear stress theory explanation, more point on this, that is A part, figure number A, view of the distortion energy and maximum shear failure loci or loci looking downward the sigma h axis. अब यहाँ पे इस डायग्राम को देखो, दिस इज सिग्मा एच. तो हम डाउनवर्ड में जब देखेंगे तो किस टाइप से हमको दिखेगा, सिग्मा 1, सिग्मा 2 एंड सिग्मा 3. क्लियर? तो जब इसको हम रोटेट करेंगे तो हमको क्या मिलेगा, प्लेन मिलेगा. ठीक है. सो दिस इज हेक्सागोनल फेल्योर लोकस and cylindrical failure locus. Sigma 1 here, sigma 2 is here. See this? I am sliding this part. Sigma 3 is here. So B part or diagram B is view of the cylindrical failure locus passing through the three principal stress plane. ये क्या है? There are three planes, sigma 1 plane, sigma 2 plane, sigma 3 plane. So ये कहाँ से पास कर रहा है? Three principal stress plane. Now we'll discuss same theory in detail, that is ductile materials distortion energy theory is given as, that is UD, or given as UD is equal to 1 plus mu is upon 3 sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus sigma 1 into sigma 2 in the bracket plus sigma 2 sigma 3 plus sigma 3 sigma 1 bracket close and square bracket. Then here bracket is missing, so no need to confuse. If uniaxial stress that is failure state जो है वो यूनिएक्सियल है, तो सिग्मा 1 इज इक्वल टू क्या हो जाएगा? सिग्मा वाई एस वाई, सिग्मा 2 बिकम 0, सिग्मा 3 बिकम 0. So this is the case of, so therefore UD or maximum distortion energy theory as per 1 plus mu upon 3E into SY square using uniaxial yield stress state failure state. So this is the formula in case of uniaxial state of stress. Static failure theory, again there is ductile material distortion energy theory. For any other state of stresses, distortion energy theory is equal to 1 plus mu upon 3E. Same formula here, I am not reading again. Failure criterion is obtained by setting 1 plus mu upon 3E, same formula, less than equal to 1 plus mu upon 3E SY square. Already solved this equation. So distortion energy, any other state of stress, and distortion energy uniaxial state at yield. ये किसी भी के लिए लेफ्ट साइड इक्वेशन क्या वो किसी भी के लिए डिस्टॉर्शन एनर्जी फार्मूला और एनी अदर स्टेट ऑफ स्ट्रेस के लिए. सिग्मा 1 भी है उसमें, सिग्मा 2 भी है, सिग्मा 3 भी है. और डिस्टॉर्शन एनर्जी नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज यूनिएक्सियल, और यू कैन से right hand side equation is for uniaxial state at yield. So after solving we will get sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus sigma 1 into sigma 2 minus sigma 2 is into sigma 3 plus sigma 3 into sigma 1 less than equal to SY square. Now ductile material distortion energy theory in case of ductile material. So SY square already solved, sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square plus sigma 1 minus sigma 1 into sigma 2 minus sigma 2 into sigma 3 minus sigma 3 and sigma 1. For 2D state of stress where sigma 2 is equal to 0, so value we will get as sigma 2 का वैल्यू 0 हो जाएगा, तो ऊपर वाला टर्म sigma 2 जिसमें आया वो 0 हो जाएगा. रिमेनिंग पार्ट we will get as SY square is equal to sigma 1 square plus sigma 3 square minus sigma 1 into sigma 3. Then 2D distortion energy equation is described in an ellipse form, that is SY. See the diagram, and on the right hand side of the diagram I have drawn with the arrow, that is SY under root a sigma 1 square minus sigma 1 sigma 3 plus sigma 3 square is equal to 1. Sigma 2 is assumed to be the zero stress. So in this graph or in this elliptical form, sigma 1 and sigma 3 will exist. For pure torsion, SYS is equal to 0.577y. I'll explain in the next slide. So for time being, remember this data only. The interior of the ellipse show the biaxial safe state of stress against yielding under static loads. So this is stress upon SY formula, stress upon SY, and A to B is representing pure torsion. Clear? Now ductile material distortion energy theory. I know the formula, I will not read again and again. A 3D distortion energy equation is described in a cylinder inclined to principal stress axis. There are three principal stress plane. The interior of the cylinder show the region safe against yielding for combined stresses, that is sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3 stress under static load. See this diagram here, sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3 on the left hand side of the diagram, that is in the circle. View of the distortion energy failure locus looking down the sigma h axis. सिग्मा एच से हम नीचे देखेंगे इस टाइप का हमको व्यू मिलेगा. दिस इज सिलेंड्रिकल फेलियर लोकस एंड डायग्राम बी, व्यू ऑफ द सिलेंड्रिकल फेलियर लोकस पासिंग थ्रू द थ्री प्रिंसिपल स्ट्रेस प्लेन. ये क्या है? सिग्मा 1 प्लेन, सिग्मा 2 प्लेन एंड सिग्मा 3 प्लेन्स. I'll explain this part again so that the concept will be more clear to you. That is ductile material distortion energy theory. That is the formula already explained. That is intersection of the cylinder with each of the principal planes are ellipse similar to the 2D stress. Ellipse कहाँ से बन रहा है? Intersection of the cylinder which of the principal planes are elliptical or ellipses similar to the 2D stress. So you can draw ellipse, distortion energy ellipse. This is known as distortion energy ellipse, and there are three planes, that is sigma 1 plane, sigma 2 plane and sigma 3 plane. Now we'll discuss static failure theories. Ductile material distortion energy theory, also known as von Mises effective stresses, that is given as sy square is equal to sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus sigma 1 into sigma 2 minus sigma 2 into sigma 3 minus sigma 3 into sigma 1 equal to sigma dash का whole square. What is sigma dash? I'll explain. Definition of sigma dash is under root of whole value, that is yield surface, a von Mises effective stress. This equation is known as von Mises effective stress. So von Mises effective stress, uniaxial stress that would create the same distortion energy as is created by actual combination of applied stresses. So this is the von Mises effective stress. The failure theory based on distortion energy, also known as von Mises Henke theory. डिस्टॉर्शन एनर्जी पे जो बेस्ड है इसको इस ऑल्सो नोन एज वॉन माइसेस हेंकी थ्योरी. सो सिग्मा डैश लेस देन इक्वल टू एस वाई, सेम फार्मूला, क्योंकि सिग्मा 1 को लेस देन इक्वल टू सिग्मा वाई होना एस वाई होना चाहिए था. तो एज पर दिस थ्योरी यील्ड स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ द मटेरियल इज गिवन एज, और एस एफ शेयर फोर्स इज इक्वल टू एस वाई अपॉन सिग्मा डैश, वेयर एस वाई इज यील्ड स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ द मटेरियल and von Mises effective stress is sigma dash. So putting this value in the graphical form, that is sy value is under root sigma 1 square minus sigma 1 into sigma 3 plus sigma 3 square is equal to 1, and sigma 2 is assumed to be 0, and pure torsion sys value is equal to 0.577 sy. So AB is representing pure torsion line. And finally we'll discuss ductile material distortion energy theory. Example pure shear load as in case of torsional failure. तो torsional failure के केस में क्या होगा? sigma 1 is equal to tau max, sigma 3 is equal to minus tau max, and sigma 2 is equal to 0. See this diagram, that is more circle. See here, sigma 1 is equal to क्या होगा? tau max होगा. अगर हम उस सर्कल को रोटेट करेंगे तो रेडियस विल बी सेम. तो we can write sigma 1 is equal to tau max, sigma 3 is equal to minus tau max, क्योंकि नेगेटिव में जा रहा है. ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, इन द लेफ्ट साइड डायरेक्शन, 0 to left, 0 to right will be positive, 0 to left will be negative, and sigma 2 value is lying on at the origin, so sigma 2 value becomes 0. So using the formula sy square is equal to sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus sigma 1 into sigma 2 minus sigma 2 sigma 3 minus sigma 3 sigma 1. So we will get sy square is equal to 3 tau square max or 3 tau max square. So we can write sy s is equal to tau max is equal to 1 by root 3 sy. देख सकते हैं, क्योंकि हम टॉ को जब हम हटाएंगे, स्क्वायर हटाएंगे तो अंडर रूट होगा, 1 का अंडर रूट 1 ही होगा, ठीक है। तो 1/√3, सो वी कैन डायरेक्टली राइट एज SYS इज इक्वल टू 0.577 SY, that is maximum stress before failure. In this case is SYS is equal to 1/√3 SY, that is 0.577 Y. So SYS is yield shear strength. The yield shear strength is equal to 0.577 Y SY. SY is nothing but yield tensile strength. तो अगर हमको वैल्यू गिवन है तो हम यहाँ से फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं yield shear strength. Clear? So I finished my topic of theories of failure here. You have to remember this formula and see the question regarding this theory of failure. Thank you guys.